Today, we're diving into one of the most significant events in human history, the Chernobyl disaster. It is a story of science, bravery, and unbelievable resilience. Buckle up as we explore the aftermath of the world's largest nuclear accident and what it was like for both the workers and citizens during that fateful time. But before that, we must see what's going on in the background. As the Cold War rages on, the US and the USSR are both fighting, whether technologically or in warfare. Chernobyl was not the first to happen in the Cold War. Things like the Berlin airlift after the walls separated Germany to east and west, or the space race. You could also name the Cuban Missile Crisis and nuclear arms race. But if we want to take a deeper look into Chernobyl, we should see that it was a bustling, prosperous, and modern atomic city. 50,000 residents were living there at the time. It was renowned for its young residents and good quality of life compared to other parts of the USSR. But this would all change in April of 1986. On April 25th, 1986, they decided to prepare for testing to make sure everything was in order. Power reduction starts at 1 a.m. but moves gradually until 1 to 2 p.m., where they paused it at 50% for grid needs. The ECC's or emergency cooling system is disabled. At 11:10 p.m., power reduction resumes, but the reactor is in a highly unstable state for testing due to ECCs being turned off. The next day, on April 26, reactor's power dropped way below its supposed target range, making it difficult to control. The operators fight the machine for stabilization. At 1 a.m. power finally stabilizes, but they made the bad idea to continue. At 1:23 a.m. test begins and turbine 8 is closed, causing one of the operators to panic and to press the emergency button AZ-5 for a full shutdown. Just 5 seconds later, due to design flaws and power surges, the massive explosion blew the 1,000-ton lid off, followed by a second larger explosion that destroyed the roof and started fires. Radiation scales go off the scales. At the time, the firefighters go to the power plant, unaware of the radiation that's attacking their bodies. Fires on the roof are under control, but the graphite inside makes the fire grow bigger, spreading radioactive contamination. Emergency meetings are held in the morning hours, but the plant leadership underestimates the damage, claiming the reactor is intact. On the 27th, evacuation of Pripyat begins, which is the closest city to Chernobyl. Sweden, that's close to the USSR at the time, detected elevated radiation, prompting the Soviet Union to admit the accident. After the disaster, liquidators came to help around this disaster. Approximately 600,000 people were registered as liquidators at the time. While many were treated as heroes, some later struggled to have their illnesses officially recognized, killing a lot of the same people who risked their lives there. If you want to hear more of the liquidators, I'd recommend watching The Roof Workers that dive deeper into them. There were 3 workers called the Suicide Squad in the liquidator team. These divers were Oleski Anenko, Valery Bespalov, and Boris Baranov. These people were sacrificed their lives to drain crucial water tanks. There are games about them, so I would go check out the game called Chernobyl Liquidators, about how these men had to go through. Now let's shift our focus to the citizens of Pripyat, the town closest to the plant with over 49,000 residents. Many had no idea that the disaster was unfolding in just a few kilometers away. Life in Pripyat was vibrant. Think of fun fairs, bustling markets, and schools, but within days, that land was turned upside down. The government initial response was to evacuate only after the winds carried radiation across Europe. Families were given mere hours to leave everything behind. The moments of panic, uncertainty, and fear etched forever in the memories of those who lived through it. They left behind homes, pets, and sense of normalcy. As this happened, the radiation killed almost all of the workers that day, soon to claim the life of over 4,500 soon-to-be deaths in the hands of the silent killer called radiation. But Chernobyl's impact didn't stop there. Globally, it sparked debates and discussions on nuclear safety that continue to this day. Many countries reevaluated their nuclear policies and implemented stricter safety measures. The disaster was highlighted in the need of transparency and accountability in the nuclear industry. It also raised questions about human beings' relationship with technology, teaching us that progress must be balanced with caution. Today, Chernobyl stands as a haunting reminder of when we're wrong, but it also offers hope. As nature reclaims its territory, we see resilience in not only the environment, but also the spirits who were affected. The legacy of Chernobyl pushes us to strive further for a future where energy and safety go hand in hand. So whether you're a history buff, science enthusiast, or just curious about this infamous event, remember, the echoes of Chernobyl still resonate in our world today. Overall, I'm not too worried about this project because I think I've done quite well and I did get a little bit of help throughout this thing. But this is for like the other side, like where I'm gonna upload this stuff at. If you do like this content, consider subscribing and liking towards my channel. It does help a lot. Make sure to follow my socials on Twitch and all that. I will let you guys out now.